Hey team, we have so much to talk about. There's so much going on in the reality TV cinematic universe. Where am I coming from? My bathroom. You wanna know why? Because I just treated it by myself because I'm an independent woman in STEM, okay?
We could literally watch Kristen chain smoke cigarettes for freaking hours.
So here's the thing, the floors aren't done. So if you hear sticking in the background, mind your business, okay? It's because I couldn't finish the floors, okay? Because there were issues and problems. But here's the thing. I'm just gonna hang out with you guys. I'm gonna talk with you, and we're gonna go over what the hell's going on with, God, reality TV, honestly, in general, because there's a lot going on, let me tell you. While we do this, I'm going to be putting on a mask and then maybe doing my makeup. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. So what we're gonna talk about today, God, there's so much. We're gonna talk about Love Island, USA. We're going to talk about Real Housewives of Orange County. And we are also going to talk about the whole Ariana, Tom Sandoval BS, okay? Because it's too much. It's too much, you guys, okay? So let's go. You guys, I predicted the final four of Love Island. I'm just saying, okay? I predicted it. I was like, these are going to be the final four. Everybody's like, oh, maybe get Kayla and Aaron. No, because it was America's choice. And let me tell you right now, something about America. America does not like Kayla and Aaron together. For Kayla's sake, honestly, okay? I'm using, not sponsored, I'm using the Juicy Watermelon Hydrating Watermelon Mask by Avatara, okay? Because I want to feel juicy today. You guys are going to see half this video with this mask on me and be like, what's going on? What's going on? I just knew that was going to be the final four because people absolutely love Leah and they love, I think, Leah and Miguel together. Like, I'm so proud of Leah because honestly, there are so many women, like, no offense, Kayla, who, oh God, will go back to these horrible, horrible men over and over and over again. Instead of being with a guy that's genuinely showing you every single day that they care about you. And here is Miguel, who is like telling her every day how much he cares about her, doesn't make her feel less than, loves her for who she is, doesn't try to change her, and just sees the good in her. And it's just weird to me. Hey guys. It's just weird to me that Janae, out of all people, continues to keep pushing this RHOC narrative. It's kind of weird. I don't really get it. Out of all the women, I didn't think Janae would be the one to be like, you know, like, Rob, like, what do you guys think about Rob? I'm like, no. What are you talking about? Stop. Gross. Ew. Don't do that. Rob is ick. Rob gives me the ick. I don't understand how many women enjoy this man. It's so weird. You guys, this is dripping in my mouth. Ew. Hold on. I have to, like, drain the excess out of the mouth area. Otherwise, I'm gonna vomit. Okay, that's better. And I don't really understand why 6 women have actively chosen to spend time with this man. And it's them choosing. It's not him. It's them choosing to be with him. It's fucking crazy to me. Like, just because someone's a good friend, that doesn't mean they're a good mate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of people confuse Rob with being, like, a fun, cool friend with being a good, like, partner in life. And he's not a good partner in life. I'm sorry. He's just not. Like, he's all over the place. For him to sit there and be like, oh yeah, like, I feel like, you know, just Daniela, like, she's just on a different page and, like, the maturity level, blah, blah, blah. What the hell are you talking about? Your maturity level is the maturity level of my 1.5-year-old son. Like, I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. You are an adult man wearing overalls with no shirt on national television. Whose maturity level is fucked up? Yours or theirs? Someone riddle me that. I have no goddamn clue what's going on. But in my opinion, I think the two that should win, I think it should be Serena and Cordell, in my opinion. I think that's who should win. Because they are an OG couple from the very first episode. They've gone through so many ups and downs. They have really changed the way that they communicate with each other. They've really, I think Cordell has really admitted his faults in a very, like, a good way. Like, he's not trying to make excuses. He's not trying to defend himself. He's not trying to play down with what Serena is feeling and what she went through. And I really love that about him. And even when, like, her parents were talking, not her parents, her sister was talking to him, like, he wasn't like, well, you know, like, I don't know, like, we know, like, it wasn't funny to him. It was serious. And he wants to prove himself. And I think that's another thing about, that I don't like about Aaron, is that he's like looking at his mom, he's like, Mom, say what you want to say. Come on, just say what you want to say. It's like, oh, so you know you're fucking annoying, and you know you're a fuckboy, and you know that you're excruciating to date because you're a pain in the ass. And it's just, it's like a game to him. Like, it's funny. Like, I cannot stand men that think being horrible is funny. That think being a pain in the ass is hilarious. It's not funny. It's not hilarious. You're an asshole. Like, they think it's a game and it's entertainment for them to manipulate their partners and be like silly and crazy. You know? Also, Aaron isn't in love with Keeler. He's in love with Rob. Like, just go be with Rob. Like, that's the thing, is like, I'm sorry, like, I can't remember who it was, I'll link it down below, but I saw a video of, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Christina Coca, she posted on her, I think, Instagram and her TikTok, a video of Rob and Aaron when they were leaving the dock in the latest episode, and how it reminded her of Saltburn. And I thought that was so on a point and funny. You have like this straight bro who like is comfortable being around gay people, is comfortable with his sexuality and with his emotions and things like that. But like, he's straight up, like, he is a straight person. Like, he's not gay. He doesn't want to be with men. He's just a modern man. And then like his best friend who's gay and is like so in love with him. And like Aaron is so in love with Rob. Like, anytime Aaron can mention Rob, anytime Aaron can include Rob, like, even when they're talking, like, him and Kayla are talking about supposedly getting married, they go back and forth, and he's like, the first thing he said is like, oh yeah, and Rob can be there. It's like, what? Like, I am all pro on bro relationships, especially like positive ones, especially emotionally advanced ones. But I'm not pro your partner, your best friend is more important than me in our relationship. That's creepy and weird to me. It's coming from the woman that looks literally creepy and weird right now. But that's like so creepy and so weird to me, and I do not like that. It's like having a third wheel all the time. Like, Aaron's the type of boyfriend that he will find any excuse to include Rob into everything. Like, oh, we're going on a date tonight to this restaurant. You know who we should invite? Rob. Oh, we're gonna have dinner tonight at home and watch a movie. You know who loves this movie? Rob. Like, oh my God, like, we're gonna go meet my parents. You know who should come and meet my parents too? Rob. It's really weird, guys. It's so freaking weird, okay? Personally, my two favorite couples are Janae and Kenny, and Leah and Miguel. They're my favorite couples. I don't know what it is, but I'm obsessed with them. I think that Miguel and Leah are literally perfect for each other. And I think that Janae and Kenny are perfect for each other. Perfect for each other. Do you guys remember the first season of Love is Blind? And the couple that won that first season, they remind me so, like, Kenny and Janae remind me so much of them. Like, this beautiful, incredible, powerful woman who speaks her mind and is so beautiful, so wonderful, so intelligent, so well-rounded, has everything freaking going for her, sticks up for herself, knows her worth. And then you have this man who is so sweet, so kind, emotionally intelligent, so loving, willing to take a back seat, is totally fine with not being the number one in the spotlight, and is totally just immersed and in love with loving their partner and wants to see their partner happy, because in their mind, that's success, is watching and growing with your partner and being included in whatever they want to be a part of and supporting them and loving them. That's the same vibe I get from Janae and Kenny. The same exact vibe. And I love them so much. I feel like Janae and Kenny are literally like a match made in heaven. They are like the definition to me of opposites attract. But they just have like this cute little quirky back and forth with each other that there always seems to be like an inside joke with the two of them, and they have like a little giggle between each other. And Kenny's one of those guys that like, maybe he doesn't make like his bro friends joke around. He doesn't make everybody else laugh and giggle. He doesn't have all these jokes, but like he knows Janae's humor, so therefore he makes her giggle and laugh all the time. And I just love that. Miguel, for me, is the, like, ideal man. In the sense of, I say this all the time about men. It is fine if you are not the type of man that is a committed human. It is fine if you want to date multiple women. It is fine if you don't want to be married, if you don't want to have kids, If you don't want to live, if you want to live like the Hugh Hefner lifestyle, it is completely fine. You have to be honest and truthful and stand in that, and don't be a liar. And I think the reason why Leah likes Miguel so much is because he's not a liar. He tells her the truth. What he says, he means. He told her, this is what I'm going to do. When I'm over at Casa, this is what I want. When I'm over here, this is what I'm going to do. He doesn't lie to her. Now, that can be hard because I think as women, I was listening to Drew Wallow talk about this on Laura DIY's podcast, Wild Till 9. And I was listening to them talk about how it's really frustrating when a man tells you the truth and we as women don't want to accept it. They're telling us, like, word for word, I'm not a dating kind of guy. I want to date multiple women. I want to see what I can do. I want this, I want that, and this is who I am. And then you're just like, okay, maybe one day he'll get married. Maybe one day he'll want kids. It's like, no, he told you to your face he doesn't want these things. Now, the part that I don't like about men is that when they do, this is what I don't like, is that when they do say those things, and then when you go, oh, okay, and then you go do your own thing, they don't like that. I don't like that. For me, I feel like Miguel and Leah are very much, as long as they're being honest with each other and saying the truth to each other, and they follow through on those truths, they're good to go. Like, you could see that Leah was like, oh, I like Miguel and I wish he wouldn't do that. But she kept saying over and over, like, he was honest with me. He told me this is what he was going to do. He told me how he was going to behave. And I'm going to take him on his word. And he's never lied to her. He's been honest. And he's followed through on those honesties, in my opinion. If not, you guys can prove me wrong. I'm totally fine with that. I don't care. That's not a big deal. I tell you guys all the time that it's totally fine if you want to be like, actually, Sam, Miguel was like a complete liar, loser face, and he's an idiot. And I'd be like, okay, let me rub this serum in. Okay, I need to rub this serum in. Oh, serum. Okay, guys. So, and then the last two couples are, Cordell and Serena. And again, I just said, I think that they should win. That's just me. I think overall, if we're talking about a full, well-rounded journey, I think they're the one to complete the cycle here. Like, I really do think that they're the ones to win. I would say that if I had to pick a couple that I think will actually survive outside of the show, I actually do think, and I know like people kind of go back and forth with this couple, and sometimes I do too, but I really do think that Nicole and Kendall are actually going to like make something of their relationship outside of this show. They just give me the vibe, especially Nicole, they give me the vibe that they have very deep, meaningful conversations that involve like very, very much like, this is what I want to do. This is what you want to do. I want this. I want that. Here's how we plan that. How do we plan this? And how do we plan? Like, they feel like they're planners. And for me, Kendall feels like he really, really enjoys her. My only little like red flag about Kendall, if I'm going to be really honest, is he does give me the vibe that like, if anybody talks to Nicole, like anybody with a peepee talks to Nicole, that he would get upset and frustrated and like jealous and overthink it. And I kind of don't like that, because he kind of did that like the whole season-ish. Not in like an aggressive, scary way, but just in like a, like keep an eye on it. Like, all right, I clocked that. I see that. That's very interesting. All right, you guys, I'm going to do a depuffing and brightening eye mask now. This is called Diamond Eye, not sponsored, no affiliation. Brighten and depuff, made with real diamond and caffeine extracts. It's meant to illuminate, and it's by Vitamasks. And I got this from I got both of these from Target, so I'm excited because I don't really do masks, but I'm like, you know what? I think I want to, and especially eye mask. I love an eye mask. You wanna know why? Because I just don't. I have purple. You guys, I'm translucent. Like, let's be for real right now. I'm literally, I'm a ghost. Okay, a ghost. I'm literally a ghost, and so like I need to do so much in my under eye area. It's actually very annoying. I thought I heard my son crying. He's not crying. Any chance that oh my God, this serum is like seruming. So any chance I get to do anything for my eyeballs, I'm doing it. Ew, you guys. This is so gross. Okay, ready? Here's one. Oh my God, you guys, this is gonna be so funny on camera. Let me put a little up here too. All right, let's see if this watch this literally. I have like the biggest skin reaction to it, and I have it here on camera of me like basically losing an eyeball. That would be fun. You guys want to go to the emergency room with me? So that's kind of how I feel about everybody, and I'm really excited to see the finale. I can't wait to see what happens and who wins, and I plan on watching Love Island again. I will say this, I just don't see a world where they're ever going to have a cast this amazing ever again. The friendships that they have, I saw somebody post that like they need to have like a reunion show for this cast once a year, because they are just they are literally a once in a lifetime cast. They're just magic in a bottle. The relationships they have with each other, the love they have for each other, the support they give each other, especially the women, like especially Janae and Leah and Serena, the love and support they have for each other, and the way that they stand up for one another, especially when Liv was there, the way that Liv stood up for these women constantly and was so, men suck, don't stick with this bullshit, especially the way that she was with Kaylor. I really appreciated watching this, and I thank you. I feel like it's hard. I feel like the show itself could have done more for the women and could have not given so much leeway to the men, especially, Rob and fucking Aaron. But I will say I'm really happy that they showed a lot of amazing moments with the women and how much they love and support each other. And like the second to last episode, I think, when they were doing the phone calls to their family members, and like Serena came out and said that her sister wanted to offer like Janae and Leah sisterhood. Like, I just found that to be so beautiful. And you know how we can't do this because obviously it's a live show, but if you guys watch Great British Baking Show, you know how at the end of Great British Baking Show they always show like the cast and how they meet up and they still spend time together and they're still best friends and they have like meetups and shit. I wish that we had that for this group. Like, I'm following this cast on all social media because I genuinely want to see the friendships that they have with each other and see what they do with those. Oh God, not my eyeball. I genuinely am just so excited to see the friendships grow, not just the relationships, the love relationships, but also the friendships. I just can't wait to watch them grow and grow and grow. It's just gonna be so beautiful, you guys. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to follow all these people. And you guys, I genuinely feel like this is the one show where I actually feel like a good portion of these people could literally date each other forever and be married. I genuinely feel that. You know how there's just some shows where you're just like, okay, literally no one's getting married on this show. Like, not one human being. No one's gonna stay in a long-lasting relationship. This is actually a show where I was like, wow, I think all final 4 couples could actually be together and get married. I could genuinely see that. I think it's so beautiful and so cool. So it's very exciting. I'm very happy about it. All right, I'm gonna get my coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys. Next is Real Housewives of OC. Now let me tell you right now, okay, a couple things, okay? Number 1, I'm sorry, fight me on this, okay? The Tamra Barney people, like, literally fight me on this, okay? I'm sorry, I would not believe a damn word that came out of Tamra's mouth. Not a damn word. would I ever listen to anything that comes out of that woman's mouth. Because in my opinion, everything that she says has some lie attached to it. Either it's a white lie or it's a full-blown assassination of a lie. That's just my opinion about Tamra. Do I think she has a shit ton of truth? Yeah, I do think she does. I think that she has a lot of people in her life, and I think she collects gossip, collects information, and then waits to weaponize it. And I do not like friends like that. People that are only your friend because they want to take as much information from you as possible to weaponize it are evil people. And in my opinion, I think Tamra Judge is that type of person. I don't think she's the type of person that, in my opinion, if Teddy Mellencamp decided, not me sitting here like going back and forth with these goddamn things. Look at this. They are so cute, but they keep falling down and driving me nuts. How long am I doing this for? 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Wait, you can reuse these? No, these are not reusable. Ew. No, these are not reusable. Okay. I look like JoJo Siwa right now with my hair and these things on my eyes. God, little bitch. I should have known better. I feel like if so if Teddy Mellencamp crossed Tamra in any way, Tamra would take everything that Teddy's ever told her and use it against her. Like, I understand if, like, you need to defend yourself to a certain extent. I get that. But you shouldn't be waiting for the moment to weaponize your friendship with another person. And that's what I feel like Tamra does. I feel like she genuinely just waits and waits and waits and waits until she has the chance to use shit against her friends. And I don't like, and Vicky and Tamra going back and forth is the funniest thing ever. Like, the two of them, like, jarring back and forth about who's the better friend, who does this, who does that. Like, girl, you two are the biggest hypocrites I've ever met in my life. You two have had, I've said this so many times, you guys, reality, especially in the Vanderpump Rules world, okay? Especially with what we're going to talk about in the Vanderpump Rules world, okay? I have said so many times that these reality show stars, they genuinely completely forget that they were on television. They forget about it completely. They forget that they're on television, therefore, we have evidence of your fucking life. And I'm not just talking about, like, the edited down version that we see. Like, Bravo has every single section of footage, edited and unedited, ready to blast you into oblivion. Because all these people are like, oh, you guys don't understand the context, he edited it weird. Okay, and then Bravo will be like, here's the unedited footage. Like, you're full of shit. Stop lying. It's on camera. So when the women are sitting there making excuses after excuses after excuses, being like, I'm not this, but you're that, but you're not this, but I'm that, and I'm this, but you're not that, ba 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 ba, 700 times to Friday. And Tamra and Vicky are going back and forth about, I'm a better friend, I'm nicer, I'm kinder, you're a psycho, you're not a psycho, beep, ba, ba, beep, ba, ba, ba. It's like, roll the footage. Roll the footage. You're both very, very toxic people who say very toxic shit, and one of you may or may not be a That's just my opinion, okay? It's my opinion, okay? It's not a big deal. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That being said, I just love any opportunity to watch Shannon Beador be a mess. Now listen, do I want her to be a mess to the capacity of her driving drunk, getting a DUI and ruining her fucking life and having to possibly serve jail times? No. Do I want her to be so fucked up that she has to go to, like, a rehab? No, I definitely do not want that, okay? I don't want any of that for her. That's not the vibe, okay? That's not the vibe I'm going for. But what I will say is that when Shannon is activated, she is one of, if not the most entertaining housewife to watch. When this woman is having, like, a full-blown panic attack or her life is an actual shit show, she is so funny and so fun to watch. And I know that is so fucked up to say. I know that is so demented to, like, almost, like, pray for people's downfalls for our own entertainment, which essentially literally is like Real Housewives. It's just us as consumers being like, oh God, I hope their life sucks so that way we can watch it and make fun of it. Like I'm aware that that's like really toxic and really fucked up. But for me, like when Shannon is her best is when she is losing her marbles. That's when she is the most entertaining, when she has so much anxiety, she's so messed up, her brain is just switched off. It's pure gold. Like even just something little and intricate as her sitting at the dinner table at Heather's party, bitching and complaining to her makeup artist, and her makeup artist is like putting lip gloss on her and being like, okay, like, and she's just bitching and complaining. And then like Alexis, like I'm so glad Alexis is back. You guys don't get it. You don't have to like Alexis as a human being or understand her values or like, you know, understand her Jesus juggery. There's no need for that. My thing is that she just revs Shannon up. And she is so delusional. And she is so crazy. And she is, like I just said in my last video, she is one of those women, and we've all had one of these friends. Every single one of us as women have had these fucking friends where they get a new boyfriend after a horrible relationship that they probably should have left way earlier than they did. I have been one of these women, okay? I'm not saying that, like, oh, I've never been that. No. I have literally been one of these women. And then you get a new boyfriend or a new partner, and you're just like, oh my God, he's so amazing. He's so wonderful. We did it like 2 times while we were driving here today. And I basically like did it like upside down, all around. Like it was crazy. We were doing like Cirque du Soleil. It's crazy. It's nuts. He's so sweet. He's so kind. He buys me everything. He looks at me. He breathes near me. Oh my God, it's so cool. His poop is literally diamonds and gold. It's crazy. Like we've all been there. Okay, we've all been there. And we've also had friends that have been there. And it is exhausting to be friends with somebody like that. And Alexis, is exhausting. The way that she was freaking the fuck out on Gina at that dinner table about her man. And Gina's just sitting there like, you guys, like this man like literally cussed me out. What do you want from me? Like I don't like him. Get over yourself. It's just so funny to me that, again, like girl, there's actual footage on television of John being a shitty person. And it's just like, oh, well, it gives the vibe of like, the reason why John was a shitty person is because of Shannon. And it's like, well, no, I think that John is just a shitty person. And I think that Shannon is also not like the most incredible human being either. So you combine it and it's just an extra shit show. But I do feel like John revved her up at many, many, many times, instigated her, pushed her, and all that. And I'm sorry, like, I don't excuse the DUI and all that stuff with Shannon because she should have never done that, blah, 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 blah. But what I will say, and I know as women, we all fucking know this, sometimes men will push us over the fucking edge. They will push and push and push and drive us so insane that we become women that we didn't even know we could be. And then they sit there and like, you're crazy, you're crazy. I'm like, who the fuck do you think made me like this? Do you think I'm just naturally a psychopath? No, you made me like this, you crazy asshole. Okay, that's what happens when you love somebody. You put up excuses and you do shit. We need to stop doing that as women. When men show us who they are, we genuinely need to be like, bye. But like, men are just sitting here and like, you're just so crazy. You're so crazy. It's like, why? Why? Use your brain. Use the one brain cell you have. That half of it is used for the NFL, okay, and fantasy fucking football. And the other half is for fucking farting and taking a dump every single day. Somewhere in that one fucking brain cell that you have, could you think for 2 seconds that maybe part of the reason why I'm a psychopath is because you're an asshole? Anybody ever thought about that? No. Why would you think about that? Because your brain cells are being used for shit and football. Anyway, so my 2 favorite housewives in the OC era is got to be Gina. I love one of them. I love Gina. And the other one's Emily. I love Gina and Emily so much. They just give me the vibes that I've been begging for years. Years of, I just want to have some silly, fun, jokey, like back and forth, accountability, like not afraid to speak up in front of people, but doing it in an intelligent way, not a psychopathic way. Like that's the thing about Tamra. Tamra's like, oh my God, I'll confront you about anything. Boop, 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 boop. And it's like, but you're crazy. And you're not, the things that you're saying are not like, I don't want to say intelligent because that implies that she's not an intelligent woman. Because I actually think Tamra is very, very smart. But like the way you do it is so anger forward and anxiety forward. Whereas I feel like when Gina speaks and I feel like when Emily speaks, they come from a place of, they just understand how to approach conversations a little bit better. And they understand how to interpret their feelings a little bit better. I feel like they're very emotionally intelligent people. And I think they're very good at that. Now, that being said, if I was Gina and Jen did what she did to Gina, I would do the same thing. I would be like, you're a lunatic. You're stupid. You're, like, here's the thing about Jen, you guys. I am so sorry to say this because I know there's so many women out there that have live this life. And this is why more women need to stand up for themselves, have their own income, have their own hobbies, have their own life. So that way you don't rely on another person, especially a man, okay? Don't fucking rely on men. Men are not reliable people. My thing is that Jen is a typical housewife woman who got to be and do whatever she wanted out of her marriage because she was given that privilege of, my husband will take care of everything. I don't have to worry about it. So I can have as many kids as I want. I can do whatever job I want. I can quit whatever job I want. I can buy whatever I want. I can be whoever I want. I can do whatever I want because my husband's rich. But behind all that is you aren't having this backup plan. I don't give a fuck how much you love your husband. I don't give a shit, straight women. I don't care how much you love your husband. I love my husband. You have to have an escape plan at any point in time. No matter what. Let's live in fucking reality for 2 seconds, okay? You need to be independent outside of your partner. If you cannot do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. Just on the simple, okay, let's say you're so in love with your partner, you never think that you're gonna break up, you don't think anything bad's ever gonna happen to the two of you in regards to your relationship. They could drop dead tomorrow and you might not be able to access the things that you needed from them, insurance, money, like all this other crap. And you need to be able to have finances in the backup and they're ready to go while you're waiting for those things. And there's so many women, myself honestly included at times, where I don't understand those things and I need to be better about that and on top of those certain things. And you need to be able to be independent outside of your partner for emergency situations beyond just like cheating and scandals and shit, okay? And with Jen, she just relies on man after man. She relies on her ex-husband. She relies on her creepy fucking nasty ass boyfriend who's a criminal, allegedly in my opinion. She relies on her dad. Like, she has to start relying on herself. And what she did to Gina, in my opinion, is no bueno. Like, you're screwed up in the head for doing that. But also, Gina, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but I thought Gina wasn't actually friends with Jen for a long time. Like, they met the season Jen showed up, you know what I'm saying? And that's where the friendship came from. It wasn't like they were friends for a long time. I thought. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure the reason why Jen was on the show is because of Tamra, not because of a relationship with Gina. So in my opinion, Gina should have just never helped her. I have learned very early on in my life that I don't give anybody anything that would rely on my reputation, because anybody could say that they're going to do this and they're going to do that and they're going to pay the bills and they're going to do all that and they're going to fill out the paperwork and they're going to be an honest person, and then they come into a shitty situation and they choose to fuck you over instead of being a good friend. And the fact that Jen cannot pay her bills, the fact that she cannot make payments, the fact that she cannot keep a roof over her kids' heads, it's disturbing to me. It's just very disturbing, because you look at someone like Gina, who is literally going to move in a separate house from someone she loves in order to make sure that she has everything that she needs for her children. She's sacrificing her life and her happiness because she knows that this is what's better for her and her children. It's I can't stand when people make excuses and it's like, but I did that. And they're staring at you and you're like, well, wait a minute. I did that. So what the hell are you talking about? Jen just looks like she's like, well, I'm having a hard time and this and that and it's not easy and blah, blah, blah. And Gina's sitting over here like, girl, divorce, DUI, completely started a new, job for myself. What are you talking about? You're talking to the wrong person, because I know what it's like to be at rock bottom and have to rebuild yourself. get going. Work your ass off. Like Emily said, if you had to be on the stripper pole, you'd be on the stripper pole. And Gina's like, and I would do that. And I would work really hard at it. I feel the same way. Like you do what you have to do for your children. And I look at people, and I don't like Teresa Giudice. I'm not a fan of hers. It is what it is. I just don't enjoy her. She's not my cup of tea anymore. Back in the day, loved her. But what I will say about that woman is that woman is a fucking hustler, okay? She is a hustler, okay? Lisa Rinna, hustling at all times, okay? Lisa Rinna doesn't need Harry Hamlin, okay? She can do her own shit outside of Harry Hamlin. Teresa Giudice doesn't need Joe, is completely capable and has everything that she has on her own. And that is so commendable. Every opportunity that Teresa got, she took it because she had 4 girls that she needed to take care of. She knew that her ex-husband was gonna go to jail, then he gets deported. So she knew that she could not rely on a man to fix her problems and to do what needed to get done. So she did it. Lisa Rinna also doesn't need Harry Hamlin. She can do everything herself. He is just an added luxury and bonus to her life. But she can have her own life. She has her own aspirations. She has her own money. And that's incredible. And so to sit there and just be like, oh, well, I don't know, like, Jen just one of those women that has like every excuse on the planet to not thrive and do what needs to get done. She just wanted to have a little baby yoga studio and be able to do yoga and work out, and that's it. And I'm sorry, I agree with Gina. For her to show up with her hair done is such a middle finger, and it's so annoying. You can't pay your fucking bills, but you can pay for glam. Do you know how much glam costs, you guys, in fucking Orange County? Like, you're a dirt person for doing that. That's weird. That's creepy as fuck. That you are spending your money on this, but you're not spending your money to put a roof over your children's heads. That now you have to live with your scumlord of a boyfriend who doesn't have a fucking job. That is creepy and weird, you guys. It is so ick and weird and gross, and he's so ick. And then his parents are like, oh my God, we love him so much. He really stood up and is taking care of you, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Are you guys crazy? Are you guys actually insane? This man is a walking red flag. From the second he stepped on screen, I was like, something ain't right about him. He's giving me the ick. And he does. He does give me the ick. Because why? He's a scammer. Okay? He is a scammer, allegedly. He's a scammer, okay? God, like, open your eyes. Open your eyes. So here's the thing. I'm very excited about OC. I like this season so far. I'm in it to win it. I love Gina. This is a Gina Stan account, okay? And if you don't like Gina, I don't know what to tell you, okay? But that's my girl. And I would be her best friend, and I would love her so much, and I'd be there for her and support her, and I would give her every opportunity on the goddamn planet to sell a freaking house or a condo, okay? I love her, and I love Emily, okay? Love them. Anytime Emily wants to make a joke about Heather's being like fancy pants, I'm fucking here for it. And honestly, Heather really should just settle into it and make a joke out of it herself. And I think her and Emily would get along so much better if Heather just made it a funny thing about her. Like, I feel like, I think Heather has a great sense of humor and can be really cheeky and silly and funny, and I really enjoy that about Heather, even though she kind of gives me the ick sometimes, but at the end of the day, I think she can be really funny. But for whatever reason, when Emily kind of makes these sarcastic little jabs at her, she can't just take the joke, or she can't just, like, even if it's not a joke, just twist it around and, like, not make it seem like she cares about it. And I feel like if she did that, she would just be way better off. And it would come off a lot better, especially to the audience. And I don't know, I feel like Emily and Heather could be really funny together if Heather just, like, chilled out a little bit with being, you know, made fun of for being so fancy. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it'd be funnier, you know, whatever. All right, so last thing we're gonna talk about is this Sandoval shit. Let me tell you something about this, okay? In my opinion, I said this, I think, on social media somewhere. In my opinion, this is a series of events that happened, okay? Jokingly, but kind of serious, I feel like what happened was Tom Sandoval and his girlfriend were on a bender, okay? Looking at starlights, smoking the Lord's ganja, and were, you know, tweaking out somewhere in a corner, okay? Going to, you know, some place, cheating on each other, having threesomes, okay, whatever. And the lawyer called Tom's assistant and was like, hey, so in my opinion, I think this is what he should do. I think that he should countersue. And the assistant was like, okay, let me just ask him and see what he thinks. And then she was like, hey, so your lawyer is like saying that you should do this and this. And like, this is what, you know, this is his like direction that he's kind of going in. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, you know, do you feel like this is the right way to go about it? Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, yeah, bro, like, do whatever he thinks is best. Like, he's a professional, not me. Like, what do I know? Like, if it's not about, like, restaurants and shakers and, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna go skydiving. Okay, fuck Love Island. Whatever. And the assistant was like, okay, whatever. Bye, guys. And just, like, slowly walks out and is like, you know what I'm saying? And goes back to the lawyer and is like, hey, so like he basically said like you're the professional, you do whatever you want, he'll pay you, sounds good. And so he did that. And then Tom Sandoval came out of his like, you know, mushroom coma and, you know, put some sunglasses on and let the twinkle light shut off. And then he was like, wait a minute. This is not good. Fuck. This is really, 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 really bad. Because I feel like his girlfriend said in a comment somewhere like, oh, he fixed it before it got really bad and for too many opinions to come out. I was like, what social media platforms were you on? Because the second that came out, my feed was non-stop vitriol for this man. Non-stop comment after comment after comment after comment. Page after page after page after page of, he's an asshole. I cannot believe he would do this to her. Why would he talk like that? Why would he do this to her? Why would he sue her? Like, he's such a vile person. He's such a creep. Now, listen, I'm pretty sure the lawyer that he has is a part of this whole, like, Bethany Frankel, Rachel Leviss bullshit, okay? It's all part of that creepy, disgusting, vile world that doesn't make any sense. And, like, what they say they're going after is not what they're actually going after, and they're just using that platform in order to, like, manipulate people. But Bravo fans, again, are geniuses and don't fall for this bullshit. So my thing is that he just didn't know what the fuck was going on and trusted his lawyer. And his lawyer, I'm going to assume, is a cretin, just like most lawyers like that are. Not all lawyers, obviously. I think there's a lot of lawyers that are amazing. Emily D. Baker, fantastic fucking amazing lawyer. Other people like this guy, though, are like the lawyers that like are in charge of like Jeffrey Epstein type of shit. Like, disgusting. Okay? That kind of lawyer. And so he did that, and then Tom Sandoval was like, oh my god, like, this looks really, really bad. Like, everybody loves her and hates my guts, and everyone hate me even more. Like, I'm such a, like, no. And so he just blamed his lawyer. And was like, my lawyer, like, did this, didn't explain it to me correctly, so, like, I didn't really know what was going on. And, like, I would never do that. I want to leave her alone. I don't want to do that. No, you don't. You're a fucking leech, okay? You're a leech. You see how much money she makes, and you wanted some of it, okay? You're a loser. You know how you could end this? Shut it down, Linda. Shut it down. Don't do it anymore. Shut it down. Literally sell the fucking house, bro. Sell the house and move the fuck on. Sell the house. Give her her portion of the money and sell the fucking house. That's how you can move on and get over this. All I know is that this man needs to move back to where the fuck he came from. He needs to go back to St. Louis and literally go be a bartender in St. Louis and never, ever, ever do anything on reality TV ever again. I'm sorry. I genuinely, with every fiber in my body, pray to the Lord, Beyonce Knowles Carter, that this man gets voted off of Traitors first round. Literally, vote that man off. I don't care if he's a traitor. I don't care if he's not a traitor. Get him out of here. Bye, mother trucker. The first thing I would say while we were in that group is that let's just vote Tom Sandoval off and get one person out that we know for a fact is a good liar and can hide shit. Because he literally did that to his 9-year relationship in front of her goddamn face. So let's just get rid of him immediately. I don't want to see him on my TV screen anymore. I'm over it. Bravo. Dude, fire this man. We don't need him anymore. Fire him. We don't need him in order to have quality television programming. Your audience doesn't want to see it anymore. Your audience wants to see the old school, dumb, silly arguments and fights. They want to see friendship. They want to see love and support. They want to see realistic moments. They want to see accountability. And they want to see women sticking up for themselves against horrible, disgusting, nasty men and being unapologetic for it. That's what they want. And if you don't see that, I don't know how to say to you. I don't know what to say to you anymore, Bravo. Like, get a grip, bitch. Get a grip, okay? Karma's a bitch. Get a grip. You guys, that's what I have to say about everything, okay? That was a lot, okay? I'm not going to edit a lot of this. I'm going to be real with you right now. I'm not editing a lot of this. But you guys can go down to the description box. You can see all my stuff. You can see all my social media accounts. You can see all my affiliate codes. Yes, I have affiliate codes down below. I have sponsors down below. Yes, I do make commissions off of any link that is below. If you click my link, I will make a commission off of anything that you purchase, anything that you do, all the clicks and blah, 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 blah. That will all be down there. I will put it down in the description box below. You will clearly know what the affiliate links are, okay? Because that's how we roll on the internet. We're not trying to lie to the audience, team. We're not doing that here. You guys can follow me on everything, short form content, long form content. If you love Vanderpump Rules, I have an entire playlist within my channel that you can follow along up till season 5, okay? I'm gonna keep doing the recaps, guys. I'm just trying to get my legs underneath me and figure out, just kind of like figure out my mojo and kind of figure out what you guys like and what the vibes are. If you guys could comment below, like I genuinely would appreciate commenting below. One, because, you know, algorithm. But two, I would genuinely appreciate you commenting below what you have enjoyed the most from my channel and what you want to see me do more. That can be things I've already done. That can be brand new things that I've never done. You're like, I just really want to hear her rant and complain about this. Like, I think it'd be so funny. Do that. Please, please comment below. I would really appreciate it. And if you've been here the entire time, thank you so much. Put a orange emoji below, okay? Or a little, either do an orange or palm tree. Okay, an orange or a palm tree emoji below in the comment section. If you've stayed for the entire video, I appreciate you so much. As always, please support LGBTQIA businesses, owned businesses, small businesses. They are just, there's so many incredible, amazing LGBTQIA businesses out there. Please go and support them right now. They need your love and support and your shout outs, okay? I love you so much and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.